Hello. So this is the latest update. Um, I was in such excruciating pain the majority of the morning until that abscess burst from gargling and using the salt water. I was swishing the salt water, and all of a sudden there was blood everywhere. Blood was gushing out of the hole in the gum at the tooth, and it was just going everywhere. And I grabbed a bottle and I was spitting it out into the bottle. Just it was just draining, and it was just dark red all in my mouth, and you can see it in the bottle that I showed in the previous video. And I don't even think I don't even think I shared everything with the doctor. I'd never actually gotten to go to that doctor before. She's one. Excuse me. It's been a long day. She's one of the doctors that worked there, but I never got to see her. She's been there for about 6 months, and so is the other girl. One's an MD, one's a practitioner there, but they're both really good. They're really nice. They were very helpful, very kind. But she said, I'm going to prescribe you. The weird thing is, she said she was going to prescribe two kinds of antibiotic, but I think what I got that confused with was she this time she prescribed Augmentin, which she prescribed a form of Augmentin that has two different antibiotics in it, and she also prescribed Toradol, and she said that is a pain reliever, but it's not. Uh, it's not a basically it's not a narcotic, but it's a pain reliever that is closest to it they can prescribe without it being that. And I probably should have just asked for hydrocodone, which is what I got last time. That helped out greatly. I'm not an addictive personality. I'm not that kind. So I was. I'll tell you, I was taking everything in existence to go through that pain. I don't know how I did it. Lord willing, I guess. I don't know how I did it because I was literally going through such excruciating pain. I wasn't eating. I couldn't eat. I couldn't drink. I could just barely drink water every once in a while. Maybe a little bit of a soda, and maybe some juice. But it hurt so excruciatingly bad that I would just be in screaming pain, and it was just going vroom, 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 throbbing in pain. And it would spread through the whole jaw, up the head and the neck. It swelled my lymph nodes. My throat was swelling, and then I would be like in the middle of the night. I would just like choke, and then but I was falling out of it. I was so tired, but I had to take. What I was having to do is I was having to take Tylenol 3. Well, not the whole ones, just a bite of it, and a bite of the hydrocodone. I was having to take the. I mean, I was in such excruciating pain. That's all that healed it, all that helped it. And then I dabbed that in the tooth, and I dabbed a little something else in the tooth, and I put a little everything you could think of. And I know people are going to say you shouldn't do that, but I did everything. And of course, I told Mama. Mama was there. She was there with me. She did everything she could for me, and I don't know what I would have done if she wasn't there. Mama took care of me and helped out. She gave me the medicines that any type of thing she had on hand to help, and anything that I had on hand from the doctor, I had. Any over the counter items I had. Anything she had to help out, she used for me as well. And the last thing I did was heated up salt water, and that's when the abscess burst out of the tooth. But then I stayed in pain for 4 more hours, and I held Mama, I hugged her, and I was nothing like a mother's love. I tell you, when you're in pain like that, especially nothing like a mama's love. But I mean, I was in excruciating pain, and I feel and sound so different. I'm stopped up right now because of allergies. That's what's going on with me right now. But there's still there's still a minor sharp pain. I've still got that going on, but it's nothing like before. Before it felt like I can't describe it. It was just building up, building up, building up, throb, 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 and you could not stand to even look at anything, and then you just excruciating pain, and you just sit there. You just want to jump out of your skin. You just want to jump and run anywhere, just to run away from the pain and jump out of it, but you couldn't. But you couldn't escape it. And so, um, I took all those things I described. I told you. I took different supplements. I took my arthritis medicine and my muscle relaxers. That helped when I mixed that with the other stuff I took. And some people say, well, be careful mixing all these things. You know, when you're in that much pain, it's just like. And Mom was taking those things back in the day when she was, whatever she goes through. So she knows what they do, but I didn't know what they do when I mixed them. But I found out what I could and could not take, what my body could and couldn't take. But I could not drink or eat. I don't even know how. I could just eat a pack of tuna barely and drink some broth. That's it. All week, tuna and broth. And that, I don't know how I took all those antibiotics and the pain medicine and supplements and prescription arthritis and muscle relaxers without anything to eat or drink hardly. I don't know how I did that. A miracle, I guess. But they prescribed a Turadol prescription, I think, if that's correct. They prescribed a Turadol, and they mixed a large concoction of something up, and they said, this will put you right up. This will set you right up, and you should be able to go through this weekend. They're hoping whatever shot they gave, she said, she gave a shot to try to last me through next Tuesday or Wednesday. I was thinking, wow, that's unheard of. They never do that. But she said they mixed several things together in that shot. They gave a shot in my right hip, and the MD there, she was very professional, very good, very friendly, very kind. They really liked me. They really had a shining for me, a thing for me that was great. I'm glad that they really seemed to get along well. That works out at a doctor. That helps out well, greatly. But they gave that Turadol shot mixed with a bunch of other things. They said there were antibiotics in that shot, and there were pain medicines in that shot, as well as, I guess, an immunobooster or something. There's some kind of thing in that antibiotic shot, in that shot, the Turadol shot mixed with a bunch of other things. And she said, that's what I had, Turadol or whatever, that mixed with a bunch of other things. She said, what I mixed in there, she said, we mixed in there is what she had when she had a kidney stone. She said it cured her pain for the kidney stone. And I said, oh, wow. So I'm so grateful. I just wish I could have that forever. I mean, my system can feel that well forever. And I felt like a new human. I felt like a new person when I got out of there. I was thinking, my cognitive abilities were back up and running better. I was actually like a teenager or something. I was just like energetic. My thoughts were just properly working. Mama said, man, I can tell you're back. That's good. She said, I'm very glad to see that. I said, I am too. But then they prescribed the, not amoxicillin, but Augmentin mixed with some other stuff together. But it's it's Augmentin, but it's mostly, the main ingredient is Augmentin. So 20 of those Augmentins and then 20 Turadols. The Turadols to take as needed. So basically they were like, take those as needed. And so that's what I got. That's what they did. And I'm going to continue as needed to take the antibiotics that I was given before, that I had before. But it was just miraculous that was able to be done. I told them I don't know when I'll be able to get to the oral surgeon. I mean, the place that I'm wanting to go to, they do reconstructive surgeries on people who've had major accidents, wrecks, burn victims, violence, anything like that. They do facial reconstruction surgeries, any type of horrible events that happen to a person. Those individuals go in there and can reconstruct the face, damaged nerves, things like that. So they know what they're doing. So I'm hoping, and we called the place and they said, well, you have to make an appointment or whatever, I guess. That's the way I take it. And they won't be in through this holiday weekend and Monday either, so. And financially, it probably will be best to wait toward, well, I'll have to see. I'm guessing the earliest, unless it comes back excruciating again, 3 weeks or so, I guess would be probably 3 weeks is when they could probably have that done, maybe, and have the tooth removed and all of that. But I don't know. We'll have to see and talk to them. I'll have to go out there and talk to them, because when you get a hold of someone, you talk on the phone. You get a hold of someone from far away who's answering the phone for them, and they just put out an estimate and talk and don't really talk. No, they don't know anything about the place or the person. They're just a person looking at a computer screen, talking on the phone, and don't really know the situation. So they're, you know how that goes. But the swelling's down, the pain is down. I'm functioning more. My body is back. My mind, for now, it's just that part of me anyway is more. And I've been like a new human. Oh my goodness. Praise the Lord for that. I tell you, it's been painful. But if that abscess had not busted and bled out like that, and all that pus, she said, "Oh, lots of pus." I said, "Yes." So they prescribed that Toradol. They gave a Toradol shot mixed with several other things, like I said. And then they also gave an Augmentin antibiotic with amoxicillin in it. And that's the cat behind me. It's Tom out here. I'm in the garage and the cat's he came in here with me. But the calico. Hey, kitty. But yeah, that's documentation. Thank you for the donations. I used that to pay for things today. Things that were the things done. I used that to pay on things, and it was just, I thank you. Anyone else that wants to help out and show support. We have a lot of bills coming up, a lot of things, medical bills, a lot of different things, payments coming up, all types of things, but that's life. I'm just thanking the Lord that this pain, thank goodness that hopefully this pain stays gone. Stays gone. That's what they gave me. That shot, that antibiotic, and they told me not to take that till tomorrow. And that medicine for pain, the Toradol, I think that's what it's called. I'll have to look at it. All right, that's what happened today. So I went to the doctor, and then went to the Walmart pharmacy, got the medicine filled, and got some basic necessities for the house. To stock up on some important things, a few canned goods, a couple things to maybe cook if needed. Some eggs and butter and things like that. Tuna, because I practically live on tuna. That stuff right there, tuna is good protein. Very good protein. I was looking for black-eyed peas but couldn't find them. But that's unimportant. What's important is how much better I feel because of the major shot, the antibiotics, and medicine for pain. I was taking a heck of amount of that until they gave me that shot. And until that abscess drained this morning. I was taking everything in my arsenal. everything just to not feel the pain and to sleep through the pain. And now I don't have to do that for now. So that's a life update. To those that supported, bless you. To those that do in the future, bless you. To all the prayers of love, bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's a life update. From my parents and myself, to you all, we send love.